레디 파이트! 고! 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 그래! 그래! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! 그래! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! go, go! Go, 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 go, go.